I recently checked out a movie that had a very big budget.
Oh.
About 90 million, if my memory serves me, and it has
Oh.
not made it, and it probably won't make it back, but
Oh,
that's
no.
okay. I
What was
still
it?
love it. This is Ad Astra, the latest
fuck
Brad Pitt helmed moody space drama. So you're introduced to Brad Pitt's character, who is the son of a incredibly renowned astronaut, one that kind of pushed the boundaries, or solar system, kind of pushes to the edge of that. But his father disappeared. Or not as much disappeared, but we lost contact with him. In the meantime, his father has, been praised and accoladed. And Brad Pitt has been left without a father, but a huge, huge shadow over him. Now, a lot of people could have turned that into, shutting themselves off from individuals, focusing on their work. But Brad Pitt does exactly that. See, I let it like he did something different, but nope, he didn't. We open the movie and we see this kind of stoic character right as tragedy happens, and we're introduced to this intense scene.
Oh, God, it's so good.
Seen through stoic eyes.
Yeah.
Brad Pitt remains calm. His heartbeat doesn't pass 80 beats per minute. He as he's literally life and death situation that anyone else would have passed out from for sheer shock and terror, but he is calm, cool, and collected. Throughout the movie, we see his kind of stoic wandering as he gets put on a secret mission. And it kind of goes from there. I don't want to go too much into what happens, because the things that literally happen don't have as much of an impact as what it means to the characters it happens to, if that makes sense. And don't worry about trying, thinking, it's going to be really hard for me to delve into symbolism. Don't worry. It's narrated to you exactly what the symbolism is. But that doesn't detract from it in a way, It's got a lot of different influences that you see in a lot of sci-fi. I think you hit it right on the head when you said it's Apocalypse Now mixed with Blade Runner, which is pretty spot on. I would throw a little bit of Stalker in there, Tarkovsky's Stalker.
Ooh, I've not seen yet.
It's great. Add it to your backlog.
It's already on there.
Great. Yeah, it's really interesting. There is any scene that you can describe from this movie sounds like it's a really exciting movie, but when it happens on screen, it is very almost sterile.
Yeah.
In a really, really powerful way. I was worried that people would be really off-put by this movie, and it seems like not a lot of people have. It's getting really, really good buzz across the board, which I love to see.
I mean, it has an 81 last time I saw for critics, but its audience score on Rotten Tomatoes is a 52.
And I think that's part of with how they're marketing it. They're marketing it closer to something like The Martian, where it's supposed to be, there's kind of a mystery, what's gonna happen. It's adventures in space, but it's gonna be fun. No, I don't know. For me, it's not quite as poignant as Claire Denis' film High Life from this year, but it touches on a lot of those same themes in a separate but still impactful way. If you like moody space dramas, this one's for you. It's really good. Towards the end, there's a point where it could have completely went one way or the other, and the way it went is ultimately more satisfying, but not what is expected. That's Ad Astra. Ultimately more satisfying, but not what was expected.
I just wanted to give my quick 2 cents on this. I also saw this. I loved it. It's in my top 5. To give you any indication of how much I liked it, as somebody who has Apocalypse Now as one of their probably top 15 movies of all time, this is just this was made for me because I also loved Blade Runner. Blade Runner is probably like top 10. And this, just like putting this like personal journey story in space with this like beautifully created world is just great. And Brad Pitt, his performance is just like when you get that line, that 80 beats per minute line, it just like so perfectly sums up who he is and like the kind of character you're going to be seeing throughout the entire
there's
thing.
a line in the film that goes, "I am looking forward to the day my solitude ends." And that's a pretty big driving force throughout the whole film.